Hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Oh my god, the fan is on way too fast. I'm gonna pause. I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. And camera's pointing at the sky. Oh, it's a mess. It's just a mess. Welcome to my life. It's a mess. I think I had the worst day in my career today. After work, I went. Hi, pop drama. Um, I was like, I'm just so upset. I'm gonna go to the pool, and I went to the pool for the first time in ages. And I was listening to Aaron's Legends U live. It was very good, and yeah, I still was like upset at 7 p.m. Anyway, it's nearly the holidays, so and then I was playing with the dogs, and I saw an Instagram reel from one of my favorite creators. I'm saying that like I'm being facetious, but I am not. I mean it. I love this creator, and I'm going to give away like, hey, 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 hello. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you the clear favorite Buttercup. Where if I can get her over here. Look, I got new necklaces. Right, this one, Tish, and this one. It's a bit small. I might have to change it. Okay. Rainbow Bridge with a paw and a D for dog. Excuse me, ma'am. Sir, stop doing that. Buttercup. Okay, I'll put it close. I'll put it close to you. It's so big now. She used to fit on the screen. She doesn't fit on the screen anymore. Ooh, love dog. Ooh. Oh, she's a sweetie. We've been playing. We've been playing very furiously. So now we're tired because we had dinner not long ago. Oh, look at you. So they're going to get their needles tomorrow. And then I didn't think I was going to be able to sell them at the pet store because of their parentage. But Mum's come through with the goods, so we are going to sell them. Look at our little bit. Which one? Yes, look, I know. We do need to adopt all the dogs and all the cats from the shelters. And I would do that if they had dachshunds. We know that I haven't bought a dog in a long time. I want to buy one more, remember. And I create puppies and I sell them. No, it's problematic. I did give to the RSPCA, and I did used to have a like a monthly donation that came out, and I need to set it back up. I don't know how it got unset up, but it got unset up, and I need to set it back because that is something that gives back all the time. Yeah. So, AuntieMLM, not Auntie, because I'm not American. AuntieMLM doesn't sound as good, does it? She had a fantastic reel, which we are going to watch. I haven't ever watched it. Oh, maybe I have watched her in a Top Not Fit Fails. Where is it? Oh, this fan on too. It's ridiculous. Like, it was way too hot. Oh, it's not downloading. Did I stop it by accident? Download video? What the hell? What? 9 minutes? Oh, we just watch it live. God damn it. That's really annoying. Don't worry, stupid internet. Oh, now I'm on the wrong friggin' thing. I wanted this to be like minimal friggin'. And now I have to do this. Alright. So, this is about our friend Courtney Shortney. she's been doing something dumb, and that is giving her child keytones. So let's have a look.
You ready to rage?
It's a great day to have a great day. Mixing up keytones, ketones. Ready? All right. Okay. This is probably a total of 3 teaspoons. Oh, wait, we could do one more. I think this is a total of 3 teaspoons inside of here because it's a half. And 3 teaspoons makes it a tablespoon. Oh, I should let you do it. Okay, here. You tap it out.
Why are we mixing ketones for children? You think it's 3 teaspoons? You think. You don't know? You think. So you're just guessing on measurements of adult supplements for children? Great.
Also, hats off, I'm going to say. Hats off to AuntieMLM for covering the child's face. Also, I don't think that's true. I thought that it was 2.5. I need to check. Hey Siri, how many teaspoons in a tablespoon? Hey Siri, how many teaspoons in a tablespoon?
There are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. This is from fairhebestkitchen.com. By the way,
3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. Okay, thank you.
0.
I hate, I'm like, hey, you know what, who? I'm not going to say it because she's going to, and then there's a way, and I'll go to ask my question, and she goes, I was already asking you the question. Alright, 3 teaspoons, but also, oh god, I've been measuring other stuff. How are you measuring that teaspoon? Because I wasn't level. So, yeah, let's keep going.
And he just chugs them. So I don't really want him to stir it up. Don't drop it in there.
He chugs it? Okay, and Caden, I think is he the toddler? I think he is. The same toddler who was crying and she shut the door in his face? Yeah, that's the one.
He chugs them too quickly and then just has to poop. So why the fuck is he even drinking them? Fun fact, it even makes the adults that drink them have to poop. This is why they tell you have to chug electrolytes, because you're basically dehydrating your body with diarrhea.
So, he's obsessed with them. He calls them juice. I've had the haters be like, why do you force your kids to drink ketones? I literally don't.
Your kid calls ketones juice.
Also, yup. Of course you don't have to force them. Like if you're saying it's juice. Sorry?
Juice? I wonder where he learned that from. Let's not normalize calling supplements, vitamins, and medication something that they're not, like juice or candy or a treat, because it's actually something that can harm them if they take too much of it, and they need to understand the severity of what it is that they're ingesting. And so, of course, you don't force your kids to drink them, because they've already been brainwashed into thinking that this is completely normal shit to drink.
Also, what does their mother do? I'm pointing at my monitor, sorry. She drinks ketones. Where does she spend all her time? In the room with the ketones. What is the connection to ketones? If I drink this thing that I see my mum drinking all of the time, right? And the thing that she seems to spend a lot of time with, value, etc. She might let me in that room with all the ketones because I said I'll drink. I'm going to drink them with her. Maybe she'll spend time with me because I'm a child and I don't really understand why you don't want to spend time with me. Number one. Okay. Especially when I'm crying and I'm like, oh, Mum, I really would like to spend time with you now. And I don't have the complex reasoning that you think I do. And I see ketones and I associate them with you. And I want you to spend time with me and you spend time with ketones. So if I also take the ketones, if I'm with the ketones, you will spend time with me because of the ketones. And look, it's happening. Fucking twisted message. Can we all just appreciate AuntieMLM's face right now? I feel her anger.
And this Katie.
Oh,
I missed it. You.
Oh, sorry. Haters. The haters will say, no. I don't hate you. I dislike the way that you are talking about ketones and parenting. I think it's irresponsible. And I think your kids deserve better.
What we do is that they do have a lot of brain benefits. So
I've been watching a lot of the behavior panel. What we do is that they like the overuse of the pronouns is something that they point out as being disingenuous. Now, they make a big point, and I do too. I do too. They make a big point of saying that they don't know what people are thinking. They can't, deduce what they are thinking. They look at patterns of behavior, and the four of them with their knowledge, tell you what they see in the patterns of behavior and language, semantics, things like that. Suspicious.
double rates eating this enchilada that's over here. So he's really not in ketosis for a very long period of time.
What? It's got a lot of brain benefits. Like right after this, he's going to go eat an enchilada. What? Make that make sense. I thought these things were supposed to be appetite suppressants. He won't be in ketosis for very long. Spoiler alert, those things don't put your body into ketosis at all. You are ingesting a shit ton of vitamins, though. Unless your child is epileptic, why does your child need to be in a state of ketosis at all?
They will always try to steal mine too. They do not get caffeine. They do not. I used to say that, like Madeline, I didn't see the keto up affect her, but it does affect your parasympathetic nervous system. So there's that.
So there's that. What the fuck does that even mean? You're not a doctor. How do you know it's affecting her parasympathetic nervous system? Or was it that she tried a caffeinated ketone and it made her feel like absolute fucking trash? Your children do not need to be taking MLM supplements. Most of the time, you don't even need to take a supplement if they're eating a balanced and healthy diet. And if ketones are inducing diarrhea in an otherwise healthy individual, stop taking them. I've noticed something with all these keto moms. They don't want their kids to drink red dye number 5 or whatever, but they will mix up ketones and let them ingest this garbage of a proprietary blend. What? AuntieMLM.
That's got proven lead and heavy metals in it, according to an independent study that Erin Bees did based on a variety of ketones. Yeah, I just need to give AuntieMLM this mic because she fucking dropped it. And now she doesn't usually swear a lot in her reels. So she must have been real mad, and I love it. And that's what made me think, oh, no, I've let her snooze for too long. Wouldn't you know? She's got a bunch of lives. And guess who she caught up with? She caught up with Randy. Ew. They're both gross. So please go and, if you are not following AuntieMLM, what are you doing? She's amazing. All right. I don't know which live we're going to watch of Courtney's. Obviously, I am eating pie. Hang on. I'm just going to have a look to see what shirt she was wearing. See if I can. I don't think I have a shirt. I don't know what day this is from. So, all right. What we're going to do, I might just drag this over. And I'll show you other choices. We got some from Kylie here. Getting back to her soon. So we've got this one. This one is 1 hour and 18. Oof. This one is 53, and this one is 12. I know that's the short one. That's the latest one. She's like, real pumped in it. I think I'm going to go for this one. I think this is the Pack Trials and Chat one, so I'm sure it's going to be great.
There was a day there where it sounded like I was underwater. And I was like, what is it? And because when I was using they were functioning also as a microphone. I like changed my cord 10 times. I was stressing out. All right, I can hear everything and it's fine. This is what the behavior panel has to. And I'm going to mention them soon because I already talked about it.
Courtney Shortney. Live in North Texas. It's a great day to have a great day, and I'm excited to talk to you guys really about being able to propel yourselves forward in this season, fully transforming, really focusing on where you're going, and learning from where you have been. So as you guys tune in, jump on, I want you to say hello in the comments. And if you are watching this live with this little beautiful live colorful square up here, you can drop hello. Either way, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if it's not there, it means you're on the replay.
Oh, really? I'm sorry, did I come to the explain it to me like I'm 5 subreddit? Because, no, we're not on Reddit. We know why. Because, like, people know when you're on live. Her and Kelsey Ray does this. I'm going to assume that Lindy does as well. It's a good assumption, though, since she's Kelsey Ray's sister. Yeah, great. People know when you're live. Thank you.
Can drop I miss you in the comments so I can let you know that I miss you too. I was catching up on some of my message request folder today, and this is crazy because I did this, and then I went to, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story while you guys are coming on, and then I'm going to give you guys some tactics to really propel forward in this season, how to prepare for Black Friday, just some tips on really transforming and elevating into the next level of who you're meant to become, because I will tell you that we're coming into a new year, and as we're prepping for that, hello, Vic, how are you? As we are prepping for that, we're closing out a year, we're rolling into another, and the energy that you bring in through your transition is super, super important, so let's get fully prepped for that, all right? And as I was going through my message request, I went into Target, actually, and we have a brand new Target. I love it so much. And I was walking Madeline to the Disney section. They have this Disney section there, and I wanted her to see it because it's just kind of cool. And as we walk over, I had this... I had someone say, Courtney, is that you? And I was like, actually, I looked like this. I had a hat on. And I said, yeah, it's me. And she said, I follow you. I was like, oh, crap.
Oh my god, you're famous! I can't believe I'm making a video about the very famous Courtney who got recognized in her local Target. Wow!
Not like, oh, just like, you know, when you hear that, if you could imagine hearing it, you're like, oh no, like you're saying hello to me, so that's got to be a good sign. And it was just a really good conversation, and she just had the biggest smile. I recognized her face actually, and it was just a super.
She's probably on here. So you got to say you recognized it, but you probably didn't.
Just a super cool moment that, well, there's a lot to unpack inside of that.
I love meeting fans too. It's really good. It's really cool when I meet my fans.
She actually had told me that she's a more recent follower of mine and has really just watched. Hi, Angie. How are you? Has watched Jen. Jen, I have something for you.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe shoot her a DM?
Something that I just wanted to send to you. It's nothing like huge or anything. And also, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for the Uber Eats. She said she had watched me.
Are people still buying this woman food because they think she's not cooking for herself? Now, I'm not saying that she's not still grieving, because I think she would be. But she sure is not allowed to show it anymore, I bet. She's got to be, well, for starters, it's 20th end of the month. Black Friday, you gotta get your sales. So fuck grief, you know? But this woman, she went to Target. She can buy dinner, you know?
Her name's Brooke. She said, I've just watched you. I'm paraphrasing. This is not a quote, but she's watched. I said something and she goes, I've seen that in you over the last, since I started following you. And I was
Oh, I'm sorry. What? You've seen what? Now, yeah, you might be paraphrasing, right? Oh no. I was waiting on a call from my union rep and I fucking missed it. Damn it! I'm so sorry, Dan. Dan, if you're watching this, just like Courtney, I don't have any other time to message you or whatever. So I'm just going to tell you on my YouTube channel, Dan, call me later. No, I'll call him tomorrow. Anyway, he's one of my fans. What is it? My phone sucks, honestly. Like, I was actually actually, I would have been, if I hadn't answered the phone when he called me, I would have been crying. I would have cried. I think I was. But I was like, I'm not fucking crying. This is not going to make me cry. I'm not crying. There's no crying in baseball. I was just like, no, get this done and then go home and cry. But I didn't. I went swimming and then I played with the dogs and I just cried a little bit after that. Anyway, my phone didn't even ring and I'm sure that I had it like close to me because I was like, Dan, can you call me? Anyway, I sent him a message to say that I didn't do it on the video. Also, yeah, thanks, Tish, for all this unnecessary information about your freaking union rep and your bad day. Anyway, what did she say that she saw grow in you? Or did you just say there was growing, like that, whatever you are referring to here, why did she say she saw that in you? Because why can't you say that? That seems to be. Hang on, I'm gonna listen to that again. If you're like, this is the behavior panel's fault. I feel like I'm in behavior panel mode because they also have the little, well, Greg and Scott do. Okay, they have the headphones, the little earbuds. Okay, so I just want to see how she words that. Oh God. Okay. It's going to be on my thumbnail. Please hold. I know I'm not the only one who does this. Okay, so thank you for your patience as people who watch my videos. I appreciate you. Oh, big ups. Big ups. Who are you? I haven't asked if I can share the person. So I'll just say big ups to the person who has offered me their, wait for it, signed copy of Doug Wood's book. Book. I just have to work out how to get it here because she's in Georgia and I'm like, signed copy? It's not open. And she got it free. She got it given to her because she was in his team. So signed copy. I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna listen to. So what we want to be. Now I am like behavior panel. Listen to how many. This is very amusing to me. Okay, just like me thinking I'm like the behavior panel. It's actually making me want to go into that like study of psychology, like into that. So I like it.
She said she had watched me. Her name's Brooke. She said, I've just watched you. I'm paraphrasing. This is not a quote, but she's watched. I said something and she goes, I've seen that in you over the last, since.
So there's a lot of confusion there. And she introduces it like, this is what Brooke said to her, right? But evidently she was speaking first because she said, I'm paraphrasing here. I had said something to her and then she said that she'd seen that in me. So even though she is talking about this other person, it is very centered on the self here. She about to pat herself on the back for something here, right? And we'll see what it is. But the overuse of personal pronouns and that kind of like what they call distancing language, it's a sign of deception. And the behavior panels say, like they don't know what's going on. They can't say that somebody's lying. Like we know that person is lying because we know. They look at the pattern of behavior and the body language as well as semantics and things like that. And it's not a pseudoscience the way they do it. It's very, very much researched, life experience, and I cannot like recommend them more. You'll get addicted. They're very good. All right. And they do lots of pop culture as well as true crime. So I'm going to recommend they look at Doug Wood because he is interesting.
started following you. And I was referring to this transition of growth that or like this transition in the world. Like this, Jessie Lee was a global loss. Many were impacted. And she goes,
What? Sorry? What? Jessie Lee dying had zero impact on the world, I'm going to say, okay? Zero. It had an impact on the 30,000 people who, maybe were in her downline / following her, like they were affected. Are they still now? Probably not. I need the air conditioner on and I don't know where it is. And I'm just reeling. Jessie Lee death was a global loss. I just stopped listening after the transition because of how the world has changed. And I thought she was going to say Palestine, Israel, like the massive sort of like instability in the world. Didn't think that's what she was going to say. I was not ready for that. Okay. I just need to go back because I missed what she was saying because it was so ridiculous.
growth that or like this transition in the world. Like this, Jessie Lee was a global loss. Many were impacted. And she goes, I've never met her in person. I'd only met her in person once. And it was actually at the grocery store. And she said she was at your house. And she's like, yeah. She goes, wait, I know you don't live up here. What are you doing in this area when they met? And Jessie Lee was like, I'm my best friends. And she goes, I just wanted to let you know that that she just lit up when she talked about you. And I was like,
right. I mean, how many people have told her that? I'm sure it's something that she's heard. But also, is this somebody in your downline that you don't actually know? Because she's seen you and Jessie Lee?
so sweet of you. And we just kind of shared the impact because she goes, a lot of my friends follow her and are connected to her, and people in my my network marketing company that I'm in. I'm also in real estate, and I just have a lot of friends that also follow Jessie Lee, and the loss was just felt around the world. And I said, yeah, I know. And she had such a big place in this world, such a massive impact that she was leaving and a legacy that she had built. And she
Was Jessie Lee that girl? Was she that girl on the bus who got shot trying to go to school? By the Taliban? She was like trying to go to school and the Taliban shot her. I know that was Malala, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Malala. That was somebody who actually had a global impact, positive global impact for women and girls and education felt around the world. Thankfully, in that very, traumatic event, she didn't die. And she's just, like a sample of just resilience, strength. Everything has always been about education for her, which is just like phenomenal. She's a phenomenal young woman and very inspirational to many. Jessie Lee Ward was a ketone salesperson with trainings and a coaching program based on the teachings of many others. We know that her training wasn't that good because we saw a lot of it in her boot camp as well as, all over the internet forever and ever. Well, not forever and ever. Go to the Wayback Machine because I'm pretty sure there's some stuff there. Yeah. Even people in network marketing companies will be moving on by now. Okay? And I understand that Courtney hasn't moved on, nor should she have to, ever, with losing her best friend. But it's not what you think it is. Like, that is... it's not... It doesn't make sense for who you all are. okay? Outside of network marketing, no one knows her. We don't know her outside of network marketing. I would not know her if I was not an anti-MLM creator, okay? And I have a lot of criticisms of who she was as a person, and what she did as a network marketer, including what she did just as a human. She wasn't even a very nice human. The only good thing about her was how much she loved her dogs, and that's it. That's it. She was racist, she was ableist, she was fatphobic, she was not a very nice person. And I'm not sorry about saying that. There is proof everywhere of that.
Filled up such a massive space, and now it's going to take a lot more people to utilize the gifts that we like received from her, meaning that as she trained all of us, we received that knowledge, we absorbed it, we retained it, we trained it out to other people. I went live about it, y'all went live about it, y'all do all the things, you still can. And so that is this gift that she's given all of us. It's just a matter of how are you going to use it. And I was talking about that. I said, I'm really grateful because I have seen the impact, and I've also seen how other people are able to share that. And it's just, people are really stepping up. A lot more people have to step up and step into their next level, step into this.
She's seeing a lot of people having to step up into it from her point of view because she doesn't have Jessie Lee to rely on anymore. It's going to make her position exponentially more difficult because Jessie Lee isn't putting people under her and helping her along the way. So I can see that would, from her point of view, mean people have to step it up and blah, blah, blah. It is going to be harder for you because of that.
This powerful version of themselves in order to fill the massive space that Jessie Lee held in the entire world. And that's kind of right after that. Not a direct quote again. This was just a conversation. And right after that is when she shared with me, I've seen that with you. I've seen you just, and I can't remember how she worded it, but just watched me kind of transform as well. Watched me step in.
Wrong. Then she's lying to you. If that's the truth. If it is, that's a really nice thing for somebody to say. Why can't you remember the exact words? I'm pretty sure if somebody said that, you're one of the most powerful teachers, that I've ever known. No one would say that about me because I'm not a powerful teacher like that. That would not be a description of my teaching. It's not really how I do it. I'm slow and steady. But if it were that's a great compliment. Why don't you know it word for word?
Into this different version of myself, watch me show up in a bigger way as well. And I'm just super grateful for that. I said to her, thank you so much. We have no idea as people how.
Thank you so much. What'd you say your name was again? Brooke.
What others are going through at any given point, and how much just sharing a piece of our heart and our minds with them in that moment, what that can do for them. Because y'all, I don't talk about even 30% of what I go through. You get a sliver of it. And yet inside of that, I'm still extremely vulnerable. I'm raw and unfiltered in those moments. And also at the same time, there's a heavily filtered way that I have to, that I.
So are you more unfiltered if you're not unfiltered? Because that's kind of a it isn't kind of a contradiction. It is a contradictory, statement. Perhaps you should be more filtered. You're not an influencer. You sell keytones.
Because I get to be vulnerable with you, and I get to keep things for myself as well. And so I'm really excited for being able to kind of give you guys my thoughts on this.
On what?
And I'm just, and I was just also we have this really big calling. I have a massive calling on my life that is elevated, and I'm really stepping into that.
What is it? What's the calling? Is it selling ketones? Get a new calling, if that's it.
And I hope that you all feel that as well for yourself. And at the same time, it was just so kind of her to stop me and to tell me how she felt about me. So you guys should do that more often to other people too.
Especially me. You should really tell me that. She's gonna stop in a second. She's gonna read comments. She's gonna go, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
That made me think like, I need to tell people what I'm thinking about them more often. And I'm so grateful that I was able to stop and have this conversation with you. Even
I don't doubt that she does that all the time, 24/7, because she has to make sure that people stay on her team.
No, I was really busy, and I know she was super busy too. And, sometimes we rush through those conversations, and just remind yourself that you don't always have to do that. So I want to share some of the things that I'd also talked about this in my podcast, on my team call last night. And yes, Heather, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that song, it's like, it's come to me at different moments, and it's today, right? Didn't I saw that one today. What's her name? I can't remember her name right now.
Does Courtney have a podcast? What is this podcast that she's speaking of?
But in order for you to transform, I'm going to give you guys some steps to this, and then I'm going to tell you the action that has to follow it, okay? There's a process to transforming. And you don't ever, first of all, transform inside of your comfort zone. It's impossible. You don't transform by sitting on the couch. You don't transform by doing the same thing every single day, the same times, in the same routine. You just don't. No matter how healthy the routine is, no matter if it's like I walk and I drink my water and I stretch and then I have breakfast with my family and, I'm able to, there's some chaos that happens in there sometimes, but I really have a routine where I get to spend time with my kids and my spouse, and I have this and I have that, and then my nighttime routine is this. Great. That's comfortable. You could be reading and developing. You could even have going live every single day in there. But if you're comfortable doing it, it's in your comfort zone, and you will never grow in that space. The first time you went live, you got uncomfortable.
Bullshit. That's such bullshit. This is bad advice. 100% bad advice. You can grow in comfort. You can grow in anything. Like, how fucking dare you? It's so ridiculous, this mentality. What, should we be in fight or flight just to learn? No. You don't have to be traumatized to learn. You don't have to be uncomfortable to learn. You can learn in any. In fact, as a fucking teacher, this is poor advice, okay? This is what needs to happen for children to learn. They need to be fed. They need to have enough rest, okay? They need to feel safe. Yeah? Mentally and physically safe, all right? They need to know what's coming. The fear of the unknown can make them nervous about learning, okay? So that's bullshit.
The second time, again, uncomfortable. The third time, again, uncomfortable. And whenever you stop doing it and then you start doing it again, it's uncomfortable again. So how can you stay comfortable being uncomfortable? How can you get used to being in a space that you have to stretch, being in a space that you are?
How do you get comfortable with being uncomfortable? Oh my God. Like, I feel like I'm getting dumber from watching this. This is straight up bad advice.
In transforming yourself, intentional in becoming the next level version of you, intentional in what you do and who.
She wrote this down. And you know what? I've heard her say this before. So what is this fucking like, oh, I have to get this teaching out to you. Yeah, you already did. You got it out to us, okay, hun? Thanks. I don't call people hun. I'm sorry. But like, what? I might fast forward through some of this because it's bullshit. Do you know what? She probably didn't even write it down recently. She probably wrote it down ages ago, and it's just a recycled lesson because, like, just phone it in.
And in how you do it, most importantly, right? So no one ever has gone uphill. I can't remember what I watched something. I think John Maxwell, I'm pretty sure, is where some of this stuff came from. But the truth of
Oh, so we know it's bullshit. Something on my... It felt like something was on my face, and then I, like, saw something. What the hell's going on? Sorry. I, like, went... I don't know what's happening. The world is really shitty right now. But that's okay. I can learn in the shittiness. So I'm learning a lesson, you see. I am asking some friends if Courtney has a podcast, because I'm confused.
The matter is that if you want to get from point A to point B, or if you're going to climb up a mountain or a hill or anything like that, you don't do it on accident. You do it on purpose.
Nah, sometimes, right, you have a leader who takes you to... I'm sorry, I can't say Cartagena with any respect for how it's pronounced. Colombia, and they take you on a bus, and it's not... Sorry, it wasn't a hill. There are no hills in Cartagena, but they'll take you up a road, and then they'll drop you off there and take you on a hike for 18 hours or 20 hours or whatever. Sometimes that will happen.
You really don't. Well, you really do. Really don't do it on accident. And this one hit me hard whenever I listened to this. He said, most people are not leading their life.
I'm like, wow, that's a dramatic pause. I wonder if she has that written down as well. Most people are not leading their life. Most people are not leading their life. Like, she thought she fucking ate then as well. Look at her face. Most people are not leading their life. Do we have to be?
Most people are not leading their life. I like to share this with the kids. I'm like, hey, when they try to blame other people or they try to say this or that, I'm like, hey.
They try to blame other people. Isn't the youngest one a toddler? 2 or 3? Now, AuntieMLM has replied to a comment. And she said after drinking keytones, she shared an iodine drink with him. Iodine drink with a toddler. Why is anyone drinking iodine? I don't understand. Not everybody needs to be a leader, Courtney.
You know how to be the leader. Or I remind them, I'm like, just be the leader. Show up how you want others to show up for you, right?
Hang on. Because that was about her children. Just wait a second. I lost my point because I was talking about iodine.
Or they try to say this or that, I'm like, hey, you know how to be the leader. Or I like to share this with the kids. I'm like, hey, when they try to blame other people or they try to say this or that.
Also, try to say this or that. Be more specific, because it sounds like you're just making shit up. And it was also, she's saying, hey, be a leader. Hang on.
I'm like, hey, you know how to be the leader. Or I remind them, I'm like, just...
You know how to be a leader. No, that's your fucking job. You're the fucking leader. You're the parent. Then what the fuck do they have to lead? What does your 3-year-old have to lead? Where is he leading it to? The fuck? That's so bizarre. If they're the leader, why are you giving them ketones? Hang on. I want to look at her face, because there's anger in it. Okay? And that's behavior panel straight up right there. I'm a panelist.
Share this with the kids. I'm like, hey, when they try to blame other people or they try to say this or that, I'm like, hey.
Did you see it? Hey. We're going to slow it right down. Okay?
Life. I like to share this with the kids. I'm like, hey. When they try to blame other people.
I'm sorry.
Or they try to say
I'm sorry, but the facial expressions in this entire thing, pure anger. Like,
You know how to be the leader. Or I remind them, I'm like, just be the leader. Show up how you want others to show up for you.
show up for how you want others to show up for you. Hang on. I'm so sorry that we're rewinding this, but I'm really analyzing this because I saw that anger, and I think that you would agree with that.
People, or they try to say this or that, I'm like, hey, you know how to be the leader. Or I remind them, I'm like, just be the leader. Show up how you want others to show up for you, right?
Show up for how you want others to show up for you. Okay. They're begging for you to show up for them more. They do that, and it's not reciprocal, so they're not really learning a lesson there, you know?
So instead of leading their life, they accept their life. Guys, life is not ever, you're welcome, Jess. It's never happening to you. It is always happening for you. It is always setting you up for success of the next step.
Rachel Hollis wants her saying back, but look, this is an old thing. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, or as Savvy Writes book says, it's happening through you, because that's bullshit. And it's victim blaming 101. Like, this is going to be such a long video. I'm sorry.
Always. Hello, beautiful. How are you, Sadie Lynn? And it doesn't matter, truly, it doesn't matter who actually has the skills. It matters who's hungrier. Because right now we're in a season where people aren't willing to work hard.
Oh my fucking God. How dare you? Nobody wants to fucking work these days. That's so true. Thanks, Courtney. Get your ass up and go to work. Yeah, Courtney. People don't want to work in a network marketing company, especially because 99% of people will fail at it. Are you heading to the 99%?
They're kind of spiraling. It's the holiday season. They're wanting this. The people are spending money left and right. They are. So it's a matter of
Not on keytones, bitch. Because they're useless. Okay? They are not spending money on going to your crappo events, your cult indoctrinating events, okay? They're not spending money on Saga and your training. They're not spending money on that stuff. Because they cannot afford it if this is all they do. Don't police what people spend their money on.
how much value are you going to bring to them so that you can offer a solution if you have it.
You don't have it. The Prove It income disclosure statement outright states that. I'm going to get it right now while she keeps on lying.
And are you getting in front of the right people to offer solutions to the... Babe, did you get the other thing out of the oven? I smell it. I can smell it. It hit my nostril hairs, and you probably saw my face. Belle, hello, lovely.
Oh, that's my fake voice. So people feel valued.
I really hope you got that out of there. I want to eat more. These things cannot burn. 1 second. Oh my gosh, I will be right back in a little jiffy. Just go to the door. Babe! Oh, it's chicken nuggets. I was like, I smell it! Oh my gosh, it smells like burnt to a crisp. I really hope that that's not the enchiladas. Okay? Okay. I had a whole moment there.
Oh my God. Is that blanket? Is that like it's got Jessie Lee on it, but is it a screenshot?
Okay. Prop myself up a little bit more. I should have turned my phone focus mode on because I have messages that are distracting me. By the way, our 7-day test drive has launched, and our day was to kick off today, but I did not realize what day of the month it was. Okay, that's.
So this is actual business stuff, right? That she's supposed to be communicating about, right? Our test drive, whatever the fuck that is, it started today, but I didn't even realize because I'm such a good business person. And because I don't know what day of the month it is. But I certainly know it's the end of the month because I wouldn't be this frantic if I wasn't. But yeah, I'm looking at this part of the blanket, right? I don't know if you can see it. And it's just the side of someone's head. It's a bit weird to have on a blanket. Is it her head? I can see like an arm behind here. It almost looks like there's no head. Curious. All right, let's keep going, I guess.
That's just me. So most people are not leaving their life, they're accepting it.
So they're not going to tell us about the test drive? Or anything about the business that you supposedly have? That's what you're supposed to be selling right now? Okay.
And you have to be willing to take control. You have to be willing to take charge when other people are not willing. That is how you get ahead, by consistently taking charge of your life and not allowing it to fall on anyone else. It's not burnt, but I thought it was. It smells like it. But it's like, I think because he fried them in a pan with oil. So I think it smells different. Plus I'm above, so like the smell rises.
He fried what? You're speaking in fragments. Oh, the income disclosure is so yucky. It's given me lots of interesting Black Friday, buy 2, get 1 free. New customers save more. Good, better, best bundles. Shop now. Okay, so promoter is in 2019. 2019? Is that the latest one? Okay, hang on. Theirs is in paragraphs because that makes sense as an income thing. Oh, what? It just tried to search for income disclosure statement on Google Maps and nothing came up. Why? What is it with this camera? My eyebrows look invisible. I better ever get one of those heavy eyebrow dews and it's like real, real dark. Okay, 2022. A promoter is somebody who is defined as having paid the $49 annual promoter fee at some point from January 2022 to December 2022. Now, a promoter, which is a 44.15% of promoters, were unranked, and the average annual income of these promoters for 2022 was $10.48 American. It's a little bit more in Australian. Well done. For the year, $10. And that's not including buying product, which you have to do. So 44.15%. Okay. And there was a high of $750. Oh, well done to the promoter who earned $750 in the year. And a low of 0. Right. On average, unranked promoters have been with Privet for 20 months. Oh, 20 months. That's bad. Rank 1 promoter. In 2022, 16.26% of people qualified as an R1 rank 1 promoter. The average annual income for R1 promoters for 2022 was $304.18, with a high of $11,823.23 and a low of 0. Yeah, so average of $304 for the year. I still don't think that $300 covers your keytones. Yeah. Okay. The next one up is 5%. Rank 2 is 5% with an average of 1,537, which might cover, I think that might cover your ketones. Rank 3. So rank 3 is 0.98%. We're already in the points there. Wow. So what is 44? So that is 50, 65, 66% of people earn not very much. And rank 3 only earns 4,900. Well, we'll generously round up $5,000 a year. Still not enough to live. Rank 4, $8,639. Still not enough to live. Rank 5, an average. 1,000. How is... What? What? Hang on, that doesn't make sense. What? Rank 5? Rank 5 says 31%. We just ran out of percentages, I think. Why are there so many rank 5s? That's weird. And you would think with so many rank 5s... Hang on, 31. And... What? Is that a typo? 31 and 44? 45? Is it 80? 80 and 16 of... That's too much. That's not right. I don't know what happened to rank 5, but that can't be correct. Because it says 31.44% of people are rank 5. What the hell? I mean, maybe there's a big glut of people at rank 5, but 31% seems like it puts us over 100%, I think. Okay, so, sorry, I'm like, my brain just broke because math. However, the rank 5, like you can say, oh, they've got so many people at rank 5, but the average is 1,193, which is lower than the rank 4s. Why would you be in a rank 5? Like, that's so bizarre. And it has a high of $666,000 and a low of 0. What the hell? What the hell? All right. So rank 6 is 0.76% with 46,000 being the average. Rank 7 is 0.35, 88 people. Average of, and now we finally, okay, so a rank 6 can probably earn that money and maybe be okay if they have a partner. Rank 7, 0.35. Average of 82,000. Rank 8, 0.14. An average of 245,000. Rank 9, 0.03. 7 people. 7 people are rank 9. 10 people are rank 10. And 7 people are rank 11. The rank 11s earn 1 million on average. Rank 10s, 728,000. Rank 9, 319,000. So Courtney's one of them, I think. Unless she's gone down to rank 8. Sweetie, just don't end up in rank 5 because that looks like it's a nightmare. Anyway, I'm sorry that we got stuck there. Rank 5 broke my brain. I apologize.
And when I said it doesn't matter who has the skills, it matters who's hungrier. It's all about a numbers game. It's like who's willing to talk to more people in a shorter amount of time? Who's willing to stay consistent with having conversations? Who's willing to be consistent with building new relationships? Who is the person that's willing to just provide value and connect and offer the knowledge that you have and share it out with the world for the longest amount of time? Because I can tell you that's exactly what Jessie Lee did. The thing is that she did such a...
She didn't do it for the longest amount of time, Courtney. She died. Also, what she taught was recycled. We had heard them from many other people. Her program was called the Accelerator Program, which she got from Eric Worre. Eric Worre got stuff from Jim Rohn. She borrowed from everyone. Everybody says the same thing in network marketing. So it wasn't profound and it wasn't forever.
A mass amount in such a short amount of time that the amount of content that she has is more than some people have put out in an entire decade.
Great quantity. Let's think about the quality, which was not good. Oh, I can see that face a little bit clearer now. Whose face is that? I can't work out whose it is. Hang on, I'm going to swap over. Oh, you better be careful with this, with a blanket like this. So, like, what if there was a blanket that had the original photo with the original people in it, right? Can't just Photoshop them out of that one and pretend that they weren't a part of your people. Because Erin was a part of the original group and you can't get rid of her off a blanket. I would say that they probably stitch over your face or something if you leave. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but Jesse's quantity means jack shit.
He did it in like 3 years or 2. Depends on how you look at it.
No, she didn't. She had a podcast for a long time, Courtney. What the fuck?
So live on things, be willing to live on the things, and be intentional with working towards the transformation.
Be intentional about living on things. Do you want to be more specific? This is such nonsense.
Live on things, be willing to live on the things, and be intentional with working towards the transformation where you're leading your life in a way that you actually feel worthy of the things that you're living for. How do you find true joy in your transformation? You focus on feeling it. You focus on what are the things that actually fill my cup up. Because it isn't about the destination of happiness. It's not about becoming happy or getting to the point where you feel happy. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I do this. I'll be happy when I get that. I'll be happy when I hit this. No, because the process of becoming the next version of yourself should always be joyful.
I don't think you understand human emotions at all. Like what you're describing. Like, I was willing to walk on that path with her then, but you can't have joy all the time. And you're not joyful all the time. That's a fucking lie. Okay? There's no, like, I agree, there's no, like, oh, I'll be happy when I'm this, blah, blah, blah. Just experience emotions as they come. You don't have to be this. That's so silly. She's so fidgety too. Like, she's scratching and, I just gotta pause because I'm gonna free up some space on my dumb hard drive. BRB. Okay, let's get going.
You should never climb to the top of a mountain and feel like you don't actually want to live there. The way that you get to the top of a mountain and you know that that's where you're meant to be is that you find joy in every step of the climb. That you find joy in the journey and not focus on the destination. That you find
Yeah, this is really a really interesting way to say, to talk about network marketing. Because you can say, oh, you're not having a good time at the moment being a distributor. You can't look at like the destination. You need to find joy in the climb. It's the climb. I'm never gonna be another mountain. Something. I don't know the words to that song exactly. Like, oh, it's the climb. Why? I hate all of this. And it's just being used to manipulate in the end. Geez, Wilbert's I was just about to say, Wilbur has been legs up this whole time. Oh God, I was like, they're still feeding from Frida, and like the boy, Mr. Bubbles, he looks so big compared to her, you know. Oh God, okay, I have to press play and listen to more of this.
You take action in the things that you're really good at, and also the things that make you happy, and also the things that are needed in the world, and also because like you get to serve other people, and also the things that can make you money, because we need money in order to do things that bring us joy. Actually, not always, but in order for us to be able to focus on the joy.
It's okay, like, don't overthink it. Fucking hell, like, we get what you mean. We know that you can have joy without money. Like, you know, like, you don't need money to be happy. But does it make it easier? Fuck yes.
Be able to not stress or worry about the money. So when you can tie all of these things in together, when you can tie in the things that bring you joy, make you happy, the things that the world needs more of, that can also pay you, and you're really good at it.
No one needs keytones, okay? No one needs this.
They call that Ikigai. Ikigai. You can look it up. And then there's layers to it.
We don't need to look it up because that is not being a ketone salesperson. No one's Ikigai is a fucking ketone salesman. That is ridiculous. How dare you disrespect the Japanese people by saying that being a ketone salesman is your Ikigai. That's bullshit. This is a stressful job.
And there's different ways that you can really, if you're feeling like there's this hole, if you're feeling empty or lost, or like you don't have a purpose or passion or etc., and you feel like I should know what this is, well, it could be because one of the
it could be because there is no way that being a ketone salesperson or any MLM salesperson is going to help you get to Ikigai. No fucking way whatsoever. Okay? You're going to sacrifice what's like something in there, because to be at the top of a network marketing company, you have to be morally corrupt, in my opinion, because you know that you are making money off people. You know the scam. You know what's happening. So you have to be morally corrupt to remain at the top of an MLM. And if you're not, that makes you not a very good person. And I think that that is not a way of, you know, being in balance in the Ikigai. I think I'm going to fast forward a little bit because this is bullshit. I just want to see, like, I thought might be more about her kids in this one because of how terrible she was before.
things that I just described is out of alignment, and you're not bringing it all full circle. So knowing that who you are when you lay your head on the pillow at night and when you go to sleep is exactly the person that you want to be known for. That's the actions that you put forth effort behind. You're like, I'm going to take actions on doing things that bring me joy. I'm going to take actions on putting energy into what I do that that helps me, allows me to serve other people. I'm going to focus on being the best version of myself. I'm going to focus on leading with a servant's heart and doing things that I really love to do. That
Being somebody who lays their head down and wanting to be like, oh, I'm so confused.
And you love a little bit harder. And you show up a little bit more present. And you give a little bit more.
Oh, she's crying now?
And when Brooke stopped me in Target today,
I
sat my stuff down and I gave her a hug, and I was in the moment with her.
Of course you did. Because you were meeting a fan, right?
You get to choose every single day how you show up, how you present yourself, how much you give, what you set boundaries around.
Yeah, you do, right? But some people don't because they might have chronic illness or mental health issues that mean that they don't have as much of that control. So just consider that.
To do to go the extra mile. What does that one more thing look like? You get to choose. You get to choose what your priorities are every single day.
Yeah, it's not keytones.
No one can do that for you. No one can say no to. It'll shift everything, especially when you can do.
What's with the long pauses at the moment? I haven't really seen this of her.
It in person. And your time is the most precious, most valuable gift that you could ever have.
Yep. So why don't you give it to your children?
Or give. So schedule yourselves. Block out your time. You can even print off a weekly 30-minute schedule.
An hourly, weekly, 30-minute schedule? Sounds really organized, Courtney. Are you about to show us a piece of fucking paper? Are you about to show us what a schedule looks like? I'm going to be really mad if she shows us. Let's have a look.
And you can block off
No.
periods of time that are non-negotiable blackouts. Like, this is what I do. I have a set schedule at this time frame.
Oh, really? Is that how a schedule works? You can block off time to do things? What the fuck? Why are you talking to these people like they're stupid?
And no one touches it. It's my time. Babe.
Guess what? My time's always her time. Courtney's always on my time, like as in her.
Based on whatever it is, your job, your time with your kids, your time, like your priorities that do not move, whatever it is. You're always going to be in the car line from 2 to 3:15. I don't get there that early, but some of y'all really like to get there real early. It kind of blows my mind. So what time?
Are they more organized than you?
Now for me, I'm like, cool, I'm going to get there. If I get there at 2, then I got 45 minutes to work quietly. So what work am I going to do in that time? Anyway, you have this flexible time period. And then you have the time where I don't even.
When can you not work? Because it just sounds like work is all the time for you. Because it is.
Remember what the third one is. Oh, where you plug in. Now, just know. I didn't write it down over here, so I actually don't have it. This was something from somebody else's training. But there's three different groups of time frames, so that you're not actually having to fill in everything you do in every space. It's just becoming aware of your non-negotiable.
Oh, that's easy. Work for Courtney. Work all the time, except when you sleep. But if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're up for longer than a pee, you've got to work. But when you pee, you probably took your phone with you, so you probably do a little bit of work as well on your pee time. Because you have to work. So it's easy. Work and then schedule everything else around that. Like being able to work at the same time as it. Be with the kids and work. Be in school pickup and work. Work out and work. Stream and work. Check socials, but I'm actually working. Look at Will.
Flexible times, and then the times that you're able to not move things, right? Like, what are those things that are already pre-scheduled? All right, so figure that out for yourself, and then schedule in and prioritize the connection inside of the flexible or the non-negotiable. Where is it? And stop doing things that don't actually bring you joy. You have to say no to those things.
Oh, she just made the connection. That means stop doing things that aren't work, because she just connected work before to joy. Remember? Climbing the mountain, joy. Yeah. So you have to work. So you can only work. Do you know what? I hate washing up. Got to do it though. I used to enjoy doing the floors. Not enjoy, but I was okay. I don't like doing the floors anymore because I have to do it so often. Because the dogs are revolting. But I got to do it. It doesn't bring me joy, but I have to do it. Okay. At the moment, working, not bringing me a lot of joy, right? Got to do it because I need the money. Like, that's bullshit.
You have to cut them out of your schedule. You have to say, you know what? This is not a priority for me anymore, and I'm okay with that.
I would like to be homeless because my job doesn't bring me joy currently. So I'm not going to prioritize that. Sure.
Now, most of y'all are my people. And I know that you're going to take this and you're going to be like, you know what? I got to get serious. If I want to be able to transform starting in January, February, March, I have to start now. Because you see, you can't go on a 90-day run and just start January 1st. Yeah, Brittany's. You can't go on if you guys, okay, thank you. Free time. How did I not?
Because you don't have
okay.
free time.
The blackout and the non-negotiable was 2 separate times. I put that as one. I was like, wait a minute. You gave me flex and free time. Those were the same things. Okay, so there's blackout, non-negotiable, and then there's free time. Okay.
Who'd you get this off? Brittany?
I really want you guys to start preparing so that you can go on a run and set the starting point. When do you start your 90-day run? And what is your 90-day run? What does it entail? Does it
That's my commentary. Right there. Really? They're preparing for 90-day runs now? Oh my god. Also, can we just say, like, look, the hair is chef's kiss. Pravana, amazing. Look it up. Oh god.
was like, what do you bring to your favorite holiday party? I love the comments. For a chance to win free ketones. For you guys, it could be just curious. It can just be an engagement post that you're wanting to do. You can
So Erin was doing a Legends U reaction today. Today? Yeah. Well, it might have been last night for you. Like, doesn't matter. Erin was doing a reaction and, yep, guess what? Guess what? It costs money to offer ketones to prospective customers. And guess who pays for those? Usually just the distributor. And if you're a distributor who is a rank 4 and under, you can't afford that. I think rank 4 or the rank 3. But regardless, not only are you not earning money, you're paying for a product you cannot afford, and then you have to buy ketones for people. Oh no, I'm starting to get tired. I'll listen to a little bit more and then I'm going to go.
literally make this around anything. I had somebody put in there, me. It's just me. I bring myself. I love it. I wish that I could just do that, you know? I don't say wish that I could. I get to bring things or I get to host. I love doing that, but it would be fun sometimes to just bring myself. It's been a while. So I have probably 1 or 2 more things that I'm going to give you guys for.
You can just bring yourself to parties if you like, Courtney. Why are you wishing?
What you pray for. I'm going to leave you guys with this story. I watched this reel and this woman was sharing, you know, God has given me such a test and it's not what I expected. I prayed so hard for my word of the year and this is not what it feels like. I prayed to be restored. This does not feel like being restored. And her friend said to her, what does it look like when a home or a car gets restored? It has to fully be taken apart. Every piece taken apart, made new again, and then put back together.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I would say that this is exactly what being restored looks like for you.
Wow.
So, although...
Oh, are you going to wrap it up? Are you going to tell us about
every step of the journey is not going to be what we expect it to.
Hang on. You don't want to, like, go back on what you were talking about? Like, it's meant to be joyful in every fucking step? You don't want to you don't want to contradict yourself here, Courtney. Oh, she don't give a fuck.
Or to feel really good. Every single step of the journey is still just as important.
No, you said it has to be joyful. You said every step needs to be joyful. You fucking said it before.
And sometimes in those moments where it feels like at times life is happening to us, it feels like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to go through this? Why is life knocking me down? Why did I have to lose my best friend? I hope that in the same breath that you can remind yourself, I know the dots cannot possibly connect looking forward, but one day I will understand all of the different reasons that this moment, this season, this challenge, and I asked you earlier, or I said, success looks like this. Success looks like seeing when a challenge is a dot before you're ever actually able to connect it. Success is always knowing that in the worst moments,
Oh, my brain hurts because it's just word salad and it's just repetitive nonsense, just self-help fucking circle jerk.
in the most difficult of times, that those moments are still happening for us, that they're still preparing us for becoming,
Are they happening for us or to us?
for evolving, for elevating, for stepping into the next phase of who we're meant to become. And although I still don't understand why, and I still can't possibly imagine what the next 5 years could look like, or the fact that I have to miss my best friend longer than I got to have with her, I know it all makes sense. And I haven't, even still, like, I've been able to already know that.
So the behavior panel, they talk about like genuine emotion and what it looks like. And I don't know if her nose went red then, and that's meant to be an indicator. Like it just seemed like that came up out of nowhere. I know she's like close to tears all the time, but she was just coming, like it's been coming and going, and it feels like, I don't want to, like, it feels almost like she's using it at the moment. And yep, it's sad when we lose people. And I think it's fine to grieve and grieve publicly like she is. Maybe not so much. Like, I think that it would be okay for her to not share as much as she is, and to keep more of it to herself. And that's what makes me think, like, questions the motive of why she was sharing so much of it, to garner sympathy, to keep that connection alive for others to see. I'm sure that, like, she'll feel the connection forever. But for others to see that connection and to have that association with her that she always has had, because it's good for business. And because this is intermingled with so much airy-fairy business talk, that makes me question the motives.
And I think I've been angry. Don't get me wrong, like, I've been angry. But not at God.
No.
And not at her.
No. I've heard you say mean things about Erin. Why would you be angry at her? She turned down treatment that could have prolonged her life, and she would have been here longer for you.
And it's okay if you have. Because I know I've talked to Joshua about that, and I've talked to Madeline about it, and I've talked to Lincoln about it.
What? You've talked to the children about how you're mad, not mad at God? Like, that's really... I don't think that your children are, like... I don't know if they can handle a conversation that's so serious and deep. I would be worried that that's almost trauma dumping on them. Oh. If she sees this, like, please, just talk to a therapist. Please. Like, it's great to talk to a partner that understands, but a therapist is different. Like, they are going to actually help you. They understand. They can give you some coping skills. Oh, damn.
We all grieve differently.
True. And also, you said that you kept stuff for yourself, that you're like, I don't share everything. It doesn't seem like you are keeping much to yourself. Just saying.
And if there's anything that I could hope and wish that you are able to take away from this season, it is that you cannot change in your comfort zone.
Oh,
And the one thing,
yeah. You got to be fucking kidding me. That time that she was thinking, she's like, she just went from we all grieve differently to you can't change in your comfort zone. That's business. She's back to business. And she took a good 5 seconds. Excuse me, stop picking on my girl. Come up here, big boy. Oh, I can't even lift you. You're so big. Because Blossom's pretty big as well. Blossom. Ooh. Okay, Miss Blossie. Miss Blossom. Miss Blossom. You know. Okay. To come back to the business. Now, I really did question the emotion just like coming and going and coming and going. But we all grieve differently, guys. Does she still have the little white dash on her chest? I haven't checked in a while. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. She does. Why won't you sit? Are you not as... Oh, she's not as comfortable as Miss Buttercup. What's wrong, baby? Oh, baby. Alright, I'll put you down. Oh, honey. Hey, hey, it's okay. Honey. Oh, baby. It's okay. You calm down? Down, baby? Baby. What are you doing? Huh? Right. Well, you can come up. The Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles. Well, he's a bit more relaxed than Miss Bloss. All right, let's listen to the end of this.
Silly do over and over and over again was to stay in her growth zone. Aggressively, consistently, and gracefully. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll continue to close it out the same way, always. People hate people for no reason. So I will always choose to love. Yes.
I think there's some people who really do hate for some good reasons. I hate genocide. Yeah? Don't like it. Pretty fucking good reason not to like it. Just saying.
I see that. Lilicone. You said it was on Facebook. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. I do have a P.O. box. I have not put it in my... I probably won't put it in my link tree, but I will check that out and send it over to you. Appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys on the flip side. Tomorrow is Friday, so if you guys do want to, I'll put... The fastest way is I'll put my my new Telegram channel in my stories again for you guys, because I don't think that it's still in there. And I will put the Freebie Friday post on my... If you're already in our company, just go make your own for your followers. You don't need to be mine, okay? You don't need to spend all this time following me and watching me. You need to go give value to other people. And I love you for it. You're not in mine, Cassie. Yeah, I'll post it in my stories. It'll be clickable from my Instagram story, so I'll post it right now. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.
I'm sorry, what? If you're already in my company, then go make your own channel and get off here. Stop watching me. What the fuck? Isn't this for private? I don't know. No one, like, you're not training the world. How many people are on her live? Honestly. No, baby. Oh, baby. Wow. Why is everybody so shy? Everybody's so shy. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. You should see him when he's like, you should see him when he's not here. He's a monster. He's a big boy. He looks like he's like 2 weeks older than the girls. He's giant. Come on, let's show everybody how long you are. Ready? 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 Oh, honey. All right, I'll put you down. I'm going to get Miss Buttercup. She's my only friend. She's my only friend. She's my only friend. See? She likes. Yeah. One of them likes me, Jesus. God. Mabel's wagging her tail too. All right. I know you were playing. I took you away from playing. You can go back to playing, okay? Go. Okay. That's hot. I'm sorry. Gotta have more compassion. Look, it's starting to feel like it's coming from a more contrived place, and it's the turning on and off of the emotions, as well as that wrap up where it was like everybody grieves differently. So you just need to learn that you can't learn in comfort. Back to the business point that she started out with. Nice way to top and tail. Well done on the structure there. But so many concerning things coming out of this. Jesus. She's not mad at God. She's not mad at Jessie Lee. Right? Who were you angry at then? Because you said you were angry. So it'd be interesting for you to dive into that with a therapist. I think that would be a wise decision. And yeah. What a mess. And by watching What I Have of Legends You, yeah, Prove It is a whole mess. And yeah. All right. Thank you. If you are still here with me, I appreciate you. I'm sorry that we went on so many little different tangents. And if you would like to watch the whole video, it is on her Facebook. I did jump around. I didn't cut anything out. It's just that, like, it was all going to be the same stuff. And, it is what it is. But don't forget we are bingoing on a Sunday. It's going to be a beach body, aka beach body. I don't think we've done Beachbody together. I know the Clowntown have done Beachbody with covering Holly Hillier quite a lot. I don't think I've ever covered them. Maybe just in a Top Fails or something like that. Yeah, so they are our proud sponsors of our Thanksgiving dinner. And the theme, nothing for Thanksgiving. Yeah. The menu very select for dear beach body. Yeah, so coming along, it's bingo time, and we will be having some goofs and gaffs, and everybody's chewing on that thing, and yeah, playing bingo, having a good time. I already said that. All right, have a good time. Have a good time. Shut the fuck. Have a good night, day, whatever. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time. All right. All right, come on. There's a stop button.